It was a chilly November afternoon in Chicago. Donald Trump, wrapped in a long blue-black coat with a red tie, casually walked down Michigan Avenue. He was in town for a meeting but had chosen to walk back to his hotel, taking in the city's vibrant energy. As he passed a corner near Millennium Park, something suddenly made him stop. On the sidewalk, hunched against a building, sat a woman. Her clothes were worn and tattered, her hands trembling as she clutched a cardboard sign that read, "Veteran in Need. Please help." Trump froze, ignoring the fast-moving crowd around him. His eyes locked onto hers, so tired, so full of unspoken struggle. Without hesitation, he approached, drawing curious glances from passers-by. "Ma'am," Trump said, his voice steady, "what's your name?" The woman looked up, startled. She hadn't expected anyone, let alone him, to stop. "It's Teresa," she answered hesitantly. "Teresa Hensley." Trump knelt down in front of her. "You're a veteran?" "Yes, sir," she whispered, barely audible. "Served in the army for 12 years. Got injured overseas. And well, things haven't been easy since." Trump nodded, taking in her words. "Why are you out here? Don't you have a place to stay?" Teresa shook her head. "Lost my apartment months ago. Couldn't keep up with the rent. I've been trying to get back on my feet, but it's hard." Her words hit Trump deeper than he expected. Here was someone who had dedicated years of her life to serving her country, now forced to beg on the streets. He couldn't just walk away. Reaching into his pocket, he pulled out his phone. "Teresa, stay right here," he said firmly. "We're going to fix this." Stepping a few feet away, he dialed a number. Within moments, his longtime assistant, Margaret, picked up. "Margaret," Trump said quickly, "find the nearest hotel with availability. Also, get a doctor, someone who can do a quick checkup." "This is urgent." "Right away, Mr. Trump," Margaret responded without hesitation. Trump returned to Teresa, who watched him with a mix of confusion and cautious hope. "Help is on the way," he assured her. "But first, let's get you something warm to eat." He waved over a nearby food vendor, buying her a steaming bowl of soup and a sandwich. As she ate, her hands still shaking from the cold, Trump sat beside her, asking about her life, her time in the army, and what had led her to this moment. Teresa shared stories of her deployments, the friends she had lost, and the injury that had ended her career. She admitted how tough the transition to civilian life had been, far harder than she ever imagined. Minutes later, a sleek black SUV pulled up to the curb. Margaret had worked fast. A well-dressed driver stepped out, holding the door open. "Teresa," Trump said gently, helping her to her feet. "This is for you. We're taking you somewhere safe." She hesitated. "Why are you doing this, Mr. Trump? You don't even know me." Trump met her gaze. "Because someone should have done this a long time ago." The SUV whisked them away to a nearby luxury hotel. The staff, prepped by Margaret, greeted Teresa with warmth, treating her like a VIP. She was led to a suite on the top floor, where a hot shower, fresh clothes, and a warm bed awaited. Soon after, a doctor arrived, providing medication for her ailments and advice on how to regain her health. Trump remained close, ensuring everything was handled properly. Meanwhile, Margaret had contacted Veterans United Support Services, a nonprofit dedicated to helping homeless veterans reintegrate into society. Within an hour, their representative, a cheerful woman named Lisa, arrived. "Teresa," Lisa said, sitting beside her, "we're going to help you with housing, job training, and anything else you need. You're not alone anymore." Tears welled up in Teresa's eyes. She turned to Trump, who stood quietly in the corner. "I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Trump." Trump stepped forward, a kind expression on his face. "You don't need to thank me, Teresa. You earned this a long time ago." By the next morning, Teresa had a new plan for her life. Veterans United had secured temporary housing for her, and Trump had arranged for his foundation to cover her rent for the first year. Before leaving, he even handed her a check to help with immediate expenses. As Trump prepared to go, Teresa stopped him. "Mr. Trump," she said, her voice steadier now, "you've changed my life in ways I can't even describe." "Thank you." Trump smiled. "Teresa, you're going to do great things. Just promise me one thing. Pay it forward someday? She nodded, her eyes full of new determination. I will. As Trump stepped out of the hotel and back into the hustle of the city, he felt a quiet sense of satisfaction. In just a few short hours, one life had been transformed. And for Teresa Hensley, the future suddenly looked bright. And this brings us to the end of the story. Thank you for watching till the end. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a great day.